Hello, Sure here. Welcome back to Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Let's see what we're gonna do today. Because damn, I suck with my memory of where these characters are and who's in each game. God, I wish Makoto was in the game. Like, she was so awesome in the previous two games she was in. I know a lot of people might not like Makoto, and a lot of people might. I just know that I fucking love her character, and let's see. Did I play as... Yeah, I played as Gal yesterday. So, today let's play as Rose. And after that, let's play as Dalton. As you can tell, I don't got her story outfit because I'm kind of saving it for the new character. Don't know if he's gonna be good, don't know if I'll enjoy his design or gameplay, but I know that so far he looks interesting, like an MMA character, you know?
I now wish to test it.
And yeah, let's see. I'll go with Soul Fortune. I think Soul Satellite seems funner. Or more fun or whatever. Just, you know, I'm not very good at playing as any of these fortune teller characters, as I'd call them. Not very good with Rose, and I'm terrible with Manat. Only reason why I got through hard mode was out of sheer... hard mode was out of sheer grit. And yes, I had to do hard mode for a bit in order to unlock Oro. Good thing I saved all that for later. Didn't waste any of it on those free fortune ticket shit. Because yeah, fortune tickets are kind of free if you like do enough farming.
Fight!
How do you do this again? There we go. How do you do this again? Oh well.
You should try to learn to use your power a little bit.
Alright, that's Manat I'm thinking of who does that orb shit.
Fight!
Dang it. You gotta learn her trick. Just learning for now. Again, it's been a few days since I've played as her. So I have to like learn her little tricks still. The path you walk is simple and as straight as an arrow. Yes, I'm gonna try for the most French accent I can, because I think she's... Actually, wait, maybe she's Spanish? I forget. I just know her name's Rose. Or is it Rose? I don't know how they say it in Japan. Maybe it's just Rose, I don't know. Never really watched any of the videos on her. Not really a huge fan, honestly. But I will play as her for story purposes. Okay, time to kick Dan's ass.
Fight!
Alright, I heard this. Dang dang it, he hit me before I could do it. Why I say she?
Don't lose sight. This way. Right there. Too close. This way.
I love this teleport, by the way. Seems kind of cheap when you're getting into it. Okay, time to do course forward slice and then punch, I think. Nope. There we go, it's K.
It's your destiny. Soul powers nature.
I guess this is alright. It kind of reminds me of my least favorite characters in most fighting games. I know there's a lot of Rose fans out there, but I just don't see the appeal. Like, she's cheap, I get it.
You
But her
win.
story just does not appeal to me. And the character has to have good backstory and gameplay for me to like him. Folly is the mask worn by the... I see no harm in you walking your own path. She corrected herself, trying to sound more dignified. Okay. I don't think I played as Rose until the end in Street Fighter 4. Like, didn't really play as her at all, honestly. Or how she plays in that game. Love Dawson's alternates, costumes in Street Fighter 4 and Hakan's, and even Evil Rio has like 2 really good ones.
Round 1.
Like, you'd be surprised how good Evil Rio is with that pink color. Like, there's pink and red, and it kind of matches his aesthetic. Like, I'm a huge fan of color coordination when it comes to character design. Okay, come on.
This is your face. This is your face. This is your face.
Quit can fight me to death. That's right, leg sweep.
You should try to learn to use your power a little better.
I also like Tammy's outfits better in Street Fighter 4, honestly. Like, she had some good ones. I mean, this one has more, but that one had more quality. Okay, back heavy. There we go. Hit her from behind. I always hate finding roads in this game. I mean, I beat a lot of them, but it's kind of difficult to fight them. Fix your eyes on the past and you miss the future. Perhaps you knew that already. I'll fight her. Why not? I also liked Cody's... Yeah, actually the hits in Street Fighter 4 actually seems like they had more impact, if, you know? Like, there was no camera shake like in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Although Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was good. But there has to be impact for me to actually feel the gameplay. This game, it's more like, every hit feels too light, you know? It just feels really like there's no force behind their attacks. Like that, you know? There would be a much heavier sound in Street Fighter 4 and a lot more, I guess, camera movements. Like, this one, it just moves the camera when the characters move, but in that game, it moved it when they were hit, which just, I think, added more impact. Yeah. Just, you know,
You should
It
try
just
to learn
felt
to use your
more
power.
visceral, for lack of a better term.
Fight!
Soul finish. Wait. Soul satellite. Satellite. Ah! Soul satellite. Soul satellite. Satellite. No!
Dang it.
Ah! Soul fire. Soul satellite. Ha! Soul fire. Soul finish. Ah! Soul finish. Right there. Yanta. Soul finish.
KO!
Just gotta like keep her towards there. I guess silver gameplay is fun if you lay the traps
win.
right, but still. If the opponent sees it coming, they'll get away in no time. Well, I see you possess great power. You must learn to wield it. Like, watch some basic Cody mirror matches and you'll see how much force that you can see in the impact.
Japan!
Like, it's actually a really good game for its time, which was like 2014, so it wasn't that long ago, honestly. God, I remember 2014. I think I was 20 at the time. So 7 years ago? Really? Wow. It's less old than I thought. Ugh. Time
Round
sure
one.
goes by. I think I was starting
Fight.
college at the time.
Yeah.
It was back when the Xbox 360 was about to die out, I think.
Yeah. Soul.
Well, when it was about to lose its popularity, at least. I still use mine. For, like, games that aren't on the PlayStation PlayStation Store for the Xbox 360 and Xbox 4, PS4, why am I saying all this shit?
Soul spot. Soul spot. Yeah. Soul finish. Right there.
And there we go, took out Sakura. By the way, that was not a flattering
You should
pose
try
for
to
her
learn to use
hair.
your power a little better.
Round two.
Shouldn't Rose's hair flow a bit better? Unless she uses a fuck ton of hair gel. Like, it's okay if it's on the Xbox 360 with her hair looking like that, but shouldn't like, change with the times?
Soul finish. Soul. Yeah. Soul satellite. Soul finish. Soul finish. Soul finish. Soul finish.
KO!
There we go.
You win!
Look out Sakura. The good Sakura, not like in Naruto. Discipline, friendship, and connection. You seem to have chosen a fine path to walk. As a play as against all the Saikyo school members. Can't believe Blanca joined the Dan Hibiki's school. Actually, how did Blanca end up meeting Sakura and Dan? I get how in Alpha, but how did they just... How does Blanca go from Brazil to Japan? Because you've seen his home, he doesn't seem that rich. Like, he does not seem rich enough to be able to travel the world frequently. Unless he, like, hitchhikes on the boats or something, I don't know.
Round one.
What's the term? Stows away, right? Stows away on a boat. I mean, that's the only way it makes sense for him to, like, be able to, like, make contact with Sakura so much, you know? Unless, like, he only sees her during the game, in which case, immersion gone. Wow, that's hard. Dang it! I gotta do it as he's rising, I think.
Soul satellite. Satellite. Soul spot. Soul finish. Right there.
Does the EX make it stay longer?
Punishment.
Oh, it becomes an actual attack. Wow.
You should try to look.
Round 2.
Let's do that again.
Punishment.
Okay, now it. Okay, I guess it's on contact with them.
Soul finish. Soul finish. Soul finish. Soul spark. Right there. Soul spark. Soul spiral. Soul spiral.
Not on!
This will hurt. Soul finish. Soul finish. Right there. Soul spark. Soul satellite. Satellite.
Okay, I kinda like her now. Gotta give her a chance to actually enjoy her gameplay, I guess. But again, if the gameplay's not good, if the character backstory is not good, I just don't really like it. This Blanca-chan doll has been well received. Indeed, fate is not without its whimsy. She just seems like, I also didn't like Zafina in Tekken 6. Liked her kinda in Tekken 7, though. Like, she just lost my interest quick. I like her, like, very, contortionist-like, fighting style, but still. Again, gameplay good, character bad. Like, I love Fei Long for what he is. He's a, Bruce Lee, clone, and, I like, Martial Law and Paul for what they are. They're broke assholes.
Fight!
Like, they're meant to be joke characters. If they're meant to be joke characters, then even the joke character is bad, it's still like, they became what they were meant to be, you know?
This will hurt. Soul satellite. Soul satellite.
Like, I gotta care about the character before I care about their gameplay, you know?
Soul spark.
Is it just me? Or is that, like, a not very common thing?
Soul finish. Soul finish. Right. Soul finish. Soul satellite. Soul spark.
There we go. That's a light punch in the deck.
You should try to learn to use your power a little better.
Round 2. Fight!
It's the end for you.
Okay, as he gets up, and he blocked it.
Soul spark. Soul finish. Soul finish. Right there. Soul finish. Soul finish. Soul satellite. Soul finish. Soul satellite.
Get away!
Soul finish. Punishment.
Okay, come on.
Soul finish. Soul spark. Soul spark. Soul finish. Soul finish. Soul finish. Punishment.
There we go.
Don't lose sight. This way.
Okay. Don't know what I did. I guess I held back
You win.
instead of, like, forward when I was teleporting. Hands that grasp at all around them will lose touch with what matters. Is that a pretty good accent, actually? That's how I imagine she'd sound if she were speaking in her native accent. Very cat-like, if you will, with the accent.
Japan.
Okay, Ryu, huh? So his stage is Suzaku Castle, huh? Actually, it stages the other one, but whatever. Who stages Suzaku Castle?
Round 1.
Isn't Suzaku that,
Fight!
Firebird, also known as a Ho-Oh?
Soul finish!
Hadouken!
Soul finish!
Hadouken!
Soul finish! Soul finish! Soul satellite! Soul satellite! This is your fate. Soul!
Okay.
The win!
Tap!
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Soul finish!
Hadouken!
Wow, Ryu's a pretty good counter to her, or Shoto's are in general.
Soul finish!
Not yet!
Soul satellite! Don't lose sight! This way!
Hadouken!
This way! Right there!
Not yet!
It's the end for you!
Might as well use it now. I got a whole round to regain all my meter anyways.
You're not bad.
I guess you gained more meter in this game than I thought you did.
Fight! Hadouken! Look at!
Yeah. Soul
Quit hitting me when I'm setting my trap.
Don't lose sight! This way!
Walk, 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 walk. Damn it. Damn it, Ryu. Should've fought Sagan instead.
Final round. Fight!
Yeah! Soul fire! Soul fire!
Alright, forgot about this.
Right there! Soul fire!
There we go.
Soul fire! Soul fire! Soul fire is the end for you!
Hit, hit, hit. There we go.
It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Fate or a spark!
Phew.
Soul spark!
Hadouken!
Soul finish!
Hadouken!
Get distance, get distance.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Hates that slight delay as she's turning.
You win!
And there we go, I beat Ryu. Who's next? Your path will take you on a journey greater than you realize. That is what I envision. Next, Guile, because I'm not fighting Akuma using this chick. I refuse. Dagakuwari.
USA.
So lately I've been playing Cookie Kingdom. It's actually not bad. Like, it's not a bad game. Kinda corny with its dialogue, but not a bad game. Character designs are actually unique for what I expected. Thought they'd all just be like clean, you know, usual gingerbread man designs, but no, it's actually a pretty good game. And it's much more detailed in its progression than most gacha games that I've seen. Just gonna spam this.
Perfect KO.
There we go.
You are not ready. More effort would be nice.
Round 2.
Okay.
Fight!
Sword fire! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! There! Yeah! Sword finish! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword... There! Unfortunate.
Oh, I did that on accident.
Sword fire! Sword spark!
KO.
Okay, almost done perfect twice in a row.
You win.
I wonder there's a final. I wonder there's a secret boss. I never got to them if there is one. Some look for trouble, but while for others, trouble finds them. Whew. Sorry to anyone from France or Spain or whatever who are offended by my accent. It's kind of necessary evil for when I'm playing, because there's not really much dialogue that's spoken, at least. So I gotta do my best. Yeah, I think she is Spanish, actually.
Round 1. Fight!
Sword fighter! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword spark! Right there! Sword fire! Sword... Don't lose sight! This way! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! It's the end for you!
And time to take him out with a super.
It's your destiny.
And I ain't gonna risk it.
Fate or a spark! You must purify your soul more. You're not bad. Admirable effort.
Well, that's a long one.
2. Fight!
Sword fire! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword fire! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword finish! Sword fire! Fire! Tap! Don't lose sight! This way! Right there! Right there! Sword spark! Sword spark!
Dang it! I was gonna spam core circle forward and then heavy kick.
Final round. Fight!
Sword fire! Sword spark!
Dang it! Hate teleport.
Sword spark! Sword spark! Right there! Sword spark! Sword spark! Sword spark!
Forgot about that.
Sword finish! Sword spark!
Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Damn it! So close! I was so close to get so far! Fuck you and Bison for being so difficult to defeat.
The battle continues.
Look at this. Oh god, this is so annoying. This is my first loss, but still, it hurts so much. So much. Well, in the meantime, might as well keep playing so that I can finally beat him, you know? Alright, let's all play as Birdie, then Dawson, then Blanca, and then the Four Heavenly Kings, then finally Kage. So I got like 9 to go, I think?
Your skills. I now wish to test it.
I'll use Soul Fortune, why not? Soul Satellite hasn't really been doing me any favors lately. Soul Satellite disappears when you, like, get hit anyways. Soul Fortune, I don't know what it does. Is it buffs and debuffs? I think so.
Round 1.
So first things first, knock him down. or get knocked down, whatever.
Sword fire! Betty was out. This is your fate. Sword fire! You must be careful. Betty was out. Right there! Sword fire! You must be careful. How's this for you? Let the spirit guide you.
There we go.
Betty, watch out. Let the spirit guide you. Sword spark!
Okay.
Sword spark! Sword spark! How's this for you? Yeah. Right there. Sword spark! Sword spark!
There we go, took him out. Is that like a buff?
You're not bad.
I think
Admirable
so.
effort.
Don't know what it does though. I need to like look this shit up.
Round 2. Fight.
It's the end for you.
Damn it.
Right there. Yeah. How's this for you? Yeah. Sword spark. Sword spark.
There you are.
This is your fate. Sword spark. Sword spark. Sword spark.
Okay, there we go.
Spirit guide you. Sword spark. Sword spark. How's this for you? This will hurt. Sword spark. Punishment. Punishment.
Okay, that missing gravestone sounded kind of lewd. I see why people like her
You
now.
win.
Finally took him out. I can see it. I can see your future, and it ends here and now. Whew, okay. With Bison defeated, Rose manages to contain his evil psycho power. However, her tarot cards foretell of the Dictator's eventful return. The fight is far from over. I like it. Okay, Rose is stacked. Rose is stacked. Well, look at them float.
Thank you for playing.
Okay. Sorry I was like complaining the whole time. I'm not a huge fan of Rose. Anyways, thanks for watching. This was Shiro, Make It Darkness, signing out. See y'all later, and have a nice day.